Here I'm here with Tubby, Keaton, Jared, and Garrett, and we're here for the We Are Human podcast, episode 1. It's like a podcast thingy,
Yeah.
but we like play games in the background and we talk about stuff and we do stuff and stuff.
Yeah.
Tubby, I give you permission to laugh, okay? Just so you know.
If Jared sounds like an idiot, it's because he's doing math right now.
We just got some Fallout in the background. We'll play different games in the background every now and again, but I just figured I would do like a podcast type deal, except it's not on iTunes or anything. It's just here on YouTube, free of charge, because I'm that cool. And yeah.
Isaac, you should do Fallout mod reviews.
Yeah. But like before we started this, we were like, we should talk about like some best and worst dreams and stuff we've ever had, and all that good stuff. So
And maybe even more things.
let's start with the best dreams, and we'll start with Keaton.
What?
Keaton, what's one of the best dreams you've ever had?
Oh, okay. This one time, I don't know. I haven't really had good dreams. I've had bad dreams.
Alright, Garrett, what's one of the best dreams you've ever had? Please keep this family friendly, mind you.
I
He
don't
can't
think Garrett's had any
he can't
friendly.
think of one that's PG-13. Oh snap.
Yeah, mine isn't really friendly.
Oh.
I have one.
Should have said that. Oh my god, dude, they're growing drugs in here.
Huh?
Silt bean.
Speaking of
I got
PG-13,
drugs.
Yeah, this fella's growing drugs. I'm gonna take his drugs.
Nice.
Dude, he's got Nuka-Cola everywhere. Tubby, what's one of the best dreams you've ever had?
you've had a good dream.
I don't
You little
think I
tubby.
had one.
God,
I don't
nobody has
have
good dreams they can remember.
I do.
I mean, okay, we could probably start with the bad dreams after Jared
Yeah,
says
here we
his
go.
good dream.
Yes. Yes.
Jared has a good dream.
I'm sitting.
Jared has a good dream.
Okay. I thought you were ignoring me for a second.
Chillax,
Okay.
fella.
Basically, it's where, like, everything was normal. I went to church, and then on my way home, I fell into a trap door. And then there was a bunch of Incredible suits down there, and then I found some... I found some boots that had these little rocket things on them that let me fly. I saved
Dude,
the
that reminds
town.
me of Siri.
I can't remember what I
Boots
saved
and
it
cats
from,
and boots and
but...
cats and boots and cats and boots and cats and boots.
I just remember that it was some big black blob, and it was eating everyone, and I saved people from it.
But,
Oh crap, that sounds.
dude,
I've
if
had-
we do
I've had
bad
strange
dreams, though, I'm about to
dreams.
start. Alright. So this is a
Hold on
dream
one
that I
second,
had,
guys. I
like...
gotta take a phone call.
Alright, well, mute your mic.
Oh, okay.
Mute your chat audio volumes. But, I'm gonna go ahead and say my bad dream. This one time... Or, well, it's not this one time. It was actually, like, Thursday night. So, Thursday night. That's Thanksgiving night, alright? I'm sitting
Mhm.
there, you know, sleeping, having a dream. And, I dreamed that my grandma gave me a haircut, right?
Yeah.
And I walk out and I see a mirror, I look in it, my haircut is the worst thing I've ever seen, dude. I was so upset. It was like the worst dream ever, dude. So my hair looked like trash, so I put my hood up, and then they're like, no hoods in school. And I'm like, oh, whatever. And I take off my hood, everybody starts laughing at me, man. It was awful.
Oh, dude, I had a dream once
I
I went
hate
to school in
those.
my underwear.
Dude, I had those in
Well-
like 2nd grade, and I was like, oh, God.
How come everyone has had one of these dreams? I haven't.
W, have you ever had a dream where you went to school in your underwear?
I wish.
Okay,
Whenever
I actually
Keaton
have
gets
two
back,
bad
I'm sure
dreams.
He has a whopper. Alright, what's your bad dream, Jared?
Okay, I'll just start off with the weirdest one. It wasn't really scary or anything. I mean, it was kind of scary, but it was weird. So I get in there, and I'm sitting there speaking English, and everyone else is speaking German. And then it gets all dark. And you remember that Return the Slab monster from Courage the Cowardly Dog? It comes at me, and it's saying to return
Oh.
the slab in German. and then it slowly starts turning into English with a really deep voice, and then I die. And I don't remember how I died. I just remember dying, and then I
Dude,
woke up in the real
I was
world.
just talking about like bad dreams, not nightmares.
Well, that was a bad dream. I wouldn't rate that good.
Yeah, but that was like more like a nightmare.
I got the
Alright,
scariest clock
this next
ever.
one's not really a
I
nightmare.
got a good
It's
dream.
kind of
Hold on,
weird.
Jared's
Oh,
saying
what
another one.
did
that he has.
he-
This is my last one. Like I have quite a few of these, but I'm saving these because these are the special ones. So I walk in, you know, I walk into a mall, and everyone's just staring at me, and that's just all that they're doing the whole time. They're walking with me and just staring at me, not saying a thing.
That's
And then I
creepy.
walk out of the
I don't
mall
like
and
that.
wake up.
Dude, I
And
had
even whenever I woke up, I was like, "What?"
Dude, that reminds me. I had this dream, and it was like, sorry, Keaton, I just like completely blew you off, but like,
I got a good dream.
I'll finish my dream after here in a minute, but we'll let Keaton talk since he was taking a cellular call. All right, Keaton, what's your bad dream?
Okay, so this is a bad. I had a bad dream once. It was like we were in a car. It was me, Macy, Keely, and my dad, and we were in a car. And
Those
we
were
on
his
our way
sisters, by the way.
To basketball practice, and so me and Macy were still in the car tying our shoes and stuff, and Keely and Dad went in, and the car just randomly backed up, it started to go backwards, and there was a pond behind us, and I like jumped up to the wheel and I started to like swerve, and I tried to hit the brake, but I couldn't. Like, I don't know what happened. I guess I didn't hit the brake, and we just like drove right into the water. And then we sunk to the very bottom. But I broke the window and got out, but I don't think Macy got out. So, yeah.
That is the most
That's awful,
worst.
dude.
I'm
I hate
scared.
having dreams where like I'm drowning, dude. It's the
And I was
worst.
like, I couldn't breathe. I was drowning, and I was like, and then I
Okay,
finally
that
got
gave
up,
me
and I
another
was like,
dream idea, but I'll tell that later.
Yeah, dude, I hate those dreams. But like, Jared's talking about the people looking at you. That reminded me of this dream I had like last year or like a couple of years ago. I can't remember. But like, it was like I was at my grandma's house with all these people, right? And
Yep.
everybody just like disappears, and then I'm all by myself. And then this really creepy looking like big green dragon thing comes up to the freaking window and starts looking through it. And I'm like trying to find a place to hide because like I don't like it looking at me and I think it's gonna do something, right? And then like old boy just keeps on seeing me, and he's like, I'm up against this wall, and then I turn and look into like the middle bedroom at my grandparents' house, and the dragon just like looks at me through the window like whenever I peek through the doorway. And it was just like the scariest thing because I hate imagining stuff like looking at me through windows and stuff.
I
That's
know.
like the scariest thing in the world to me. You could say it's my biggest fear, but it's really not. My biggest fear is probably drowning.
At the
mine's
whenever.
spiders.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah,
This
my-
one's not really a
mine's drowning.
dream. It was more of like my imagination. Hang on, Tubby, you're breathing into your microphone.
Yeah.
But near the beginning of my animation career, okay, at the old house that I used to start animating on, we had this big window next to us, and it was like
Oh, yeah, I
really
remember
big
that.
window. Yeah, and then okay, so I remember animating one night. It was I think I can't remember if it was my first video that I uploaded or like one that came months later. I think it was my 300 sub special. And then I just remembered looking at the window a bunch of times. I'm like, is someone there? And it was horrible because I kept on getting the feeling that someone was looking at me through that big window, but there was no one there. It was even bad whenever I saw something move out there. It got to the point where I rushed through the video and it started to look like crap. Like if you go back and look at that video, the ending looks horrible because I rushed through it.
Dude, I'll be honest, when you were saying that story, I turned around and looked out my window.
Well, it's day, so.
Well, yeah.
And as soon as I was done with that, I uploaded it and just went to bed.
So, what else do you guys want to talk about? I mean, we got other stories, stuff like that.
Didn't Tubby
Um,
say he had a good dream?
Oh yeah, Tubby. What was your dream?
Okay. Okay, this time I'm gonna talk about a scary dream.
Okay.
Alright.
Okay, so I was in the car, my mom and my brother and my dad.
Mhm.
We were driving it.
Your mic cut out, bud.
Oh.
friendo, palo, buddy, oh, friend,
We
palo,
gave you
buddy,
some
friend,
drink.
pal, palo, buddy, friend,
Friendo,
pal.
Tubby?
buddy, old pal, palo, buddy, buddy, old pal, palo, buddy.
I had
Tubby,
a
your
dream
headset
where the person, like me in my dream, just kept saying it's a dream, and it was really
My
weird.
controller died, okay.
Oh, okay.
It was on a rainy it was on a rainy day. It was
Of course
in,
that happens on a rainy day.
okay. It was at night. And then something popped up in the middle of the road. It was like a ghost or something. Then my dad swerved. Okay.
Mhm.
Mhm.
And then it just kept on popping up in front of us.
That's
And then
creepy.
there was an ocean. And then the road was so slick. He like went into the ocean.
Oh god.
And then there were sharks surrounding us.
Oh, I have a
killing
good one about the ocean.
And it sunk all the way to the bottom.
I
And
can't
then there was
tell.
gear down there. I put it on. I had to swim all the way back up. When I got to the when I got back up to the ground, the ghost was in the tree.
Mhm.
And then it came to me. And then it got into me. Then went to the bottom, then it got back after me, then I drowned.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
died.
creepy, dude. But like, I
I
can't
hate
tell
water.
if being out in the middle of the ocean would be calming or like terrifying.
Terrifying.
Like, it would
I
seem
noticed some
calming at
people
first
it
until you
would.
start to realize what's under you.
Some people it'd be horrifying, but I actually think it'd be pretty calm if you were like on a ship and it was just like completely silent. Just so relaxing, I feel like.
Yeah.
Careful your tour.
Until you look down.
I saw
I mean,
I
that'd be
saw a
one of
creepy.
my
picture, and it
dreams-
was showing what all was underneath the Titanic at the time that it sank. Oh my gosh, that's deep. And all the people had to swim in that. Oh, that's
was in it?
horrifying.
What was in there?
Like there was nothing in it, but just how deep it was and how dark it was. You couldn't see anything that was down there, so you kept on getting the thing in your head that something's about to come up and get you and drag you down there. Oh man, I would hate to be on the Titanic.
That would be one of my biggest fears. Like, it goes along with
I feel
drowning.
bad for
Like
for
a shark
whoever
coming up,
them-
grabbing your leg and pulling you down where you just drown. Like, that would be
Mhm.
awful. But
Oh, dude.
I mean, it's just like crazy.
Who's the scariest dream so far?
During that, like,
I don't know.
I completely forgot we were having like a podcast thing,
Me too.
and I was just running around in Fallout just talking to you guys. But
Careful you not to.
Tubby, speaking of scary dreams, I had a pretty creepy one time. So,
Okay.
alright. So, get on your listening ears. This is quite the story. Alright.
Okay.
So,
I had sleep paralysis. I better beat your dream.
yeah, probably. But, well, I was like, okay, this is back in the day whenever I saw, like, a video and it had a jump scare of, like, the Exorcist girl, you know?
Oh man.
And, so I'm just chilling. I go to sleep finally after forever because I can't sleep whenever I see that. It takes like forever for me to fall asleep. When I'm like dead tired and I just can't stay awake anymore, that's whenever I fall asleep. And so I had a nightmare that night, and I was like just chilling, you know. I was walking down the street. It's kind of dark and cloudy, you know. You know, just
Yeah.
really crappy weather. Just like, there was cloudy. It wasn't raining, but it was like super pitch black cloudy. And it was a little bit foggy, not too much. And I was walking down the sidewalk next to my church, and I turn around. There's like this big like abandoned house next to the church, and I turn around and I look up there because I feel like something's watching me, and I see like this demon girl that looks like the Exorcist. Right, I'm horrified. I run and I like barricade myself in the downstairs door of the church. And Jared, you know how my church has like that cafeteria door where you like it's down in next to the yard, and you go in and there's like stairs leading down into the little dining area.
I didn't get up
Yeah,
at the church.
I went in those two doors, and there was doors with like little rectangular windows, and I barricaded them. You know, don't know why I thought that would keep a ghost out, but you know, I did. And I just remember, this is as far as I can remember, but I remember thinking, oh, it's pretty quiet. You know, the lights were off in the church too, making it 10 times worse because it was super dark. I just remember looking, like, being like, okay, it's quiet. She might be gone, you know. My breathing had settled. My heart wasn't pounding out of my chest anymore. And I remember getting up and turning and looking out those little rectangular windows and just seeing her face right there.
Oh gosh.
And it was like the scariest thing, dude. I woke up
Was
and
that
I
a
was like
dream?
crying. Yeah.
Isaac, I had a dream that was almost the same exact as yours, except it was like the Grim Reaper and it ended in a different way. Like
I
was
woke
in the
up,
same
dude. I was like
church.
sweating when I woke up.
Mm-hmm.
It was awful.
And like, I had to end up committing suicide in order to stop it.
God.
Oh,
Like, you know that little ledge, like, in between... Okay, whenever you're going up levels and you're in the hallways of your church, you know those little holes that, if you look down... Not really holes, but, like, those little big things that whenever
Yeah.
you look down, you can
Yeah,
see the
I know what
entrance.
you're talking about.
I had to end up going to the top floor while still being chased by the Grim Reaper and jumping off of that in order to stop him from killing me and taking me to hell.
God, you know, like those times whenever you're like, I don't even know if I'm dreaming and thinking about falling, but like I just
I'm
feel
not-
like I'm falling and I like twitch in my bed, dude.
Oh, I got another one.
You know
I
when
think.
that happens where you like just twitch.
Yeah. You freaking jump out of bed.
Keaton and Garrett have been like the most quiet in all of this.
Yeah, they probably
been
haven't had
playing
as strange
Overwatch.
dreams as us.
Yeah. Just been listening.
Well, I had this one dream where it was me, my mom. It was just me and my mom. And there's this like, you know how there's guardrails on like highways and stuff, like so you don't fall off the road.
Mhm.
Well, we were driving on one of those things, and when we were doing that, like there wasn't a guardrail, and so when there wasn't a guardrail, we were driving and we saw these whales, like in the distance. We saw these, and so we were driving and we were too distracted by those. We weren't paying attention to the road. So by us not paying attention to the road, we drive into the water. But the funny thing is, we like fall into the water, but we're not drowning. We just stay under there. And we're fine. We're fine. We just stay under there.
I feel
And
like
then we
it'd be
finally
like,
just swam up to the surface.
I feel like it'd be really cool to be in like a really safe place if you went underwater, like just like an unbreakable thing, but you can see out of it. Like I feel like that'd be so cool. All right, hold on, guys. Y'all watching the playback? I got kicked out of the party. Gotta join that back really quick. That'll be good. Alright, sorry about that. I got kicked out,
They
but
were in your last
the stream's still running. We're good.
Oh, thank goodness.
Okay, good.
Do you think I would thank good?
Alright,
So,
what were you saying, Isaac?
I was just saying it'd be really cool to just be underwater in like a safe place where you can just look out and see everything.
Yeah.
I just feel like that'd be really dope. Garrett, you've been a silent monkey. Got anything you want to talk about?
I'm
Oh,
keeping
don't
my
let me
rated
know
R
to hear
stuff
it.
to myself.
So,
I know a way to bring back most of your bad dreams.
I'm right back.
But like, we got another topic we want to talk about, or like what?
I don't know. Maybe something like how our imagination, like times that our imagination has tricked us to think things that aren't actually there. Like, you know that
Maybe,
thing about
or
me
we could
animating
end
and I
this off.
kept on thinking something was watching me?
We could end this off with
Or
like
we-
real life stories
before it
that relate
crashes.
to our dreams.
yeah,
Oh.
like, I was about to say that.
Yeah, let's end
I
this
don't
off
know.
with real
I
life
guess-
stories that related to some of the dreams we've had. Jared, we'll start with you. Say what dream you were talking about, and then like explain this life story that you had that like relates to it.
I guess it's because, like, when I went to your church, like, the thing about the Grim Reaper chasing me, and I had to jump off
Yeah.
and die, well, I think it's because each time I went to your church, and I would be, you know, in that room where everyone sits down and listens to the preacher, I would always look up and see just how tall it was, and I was like, you know, how would it feel to fall off of that? And I think that might have been what caused me to fall off of it in the dream.
Somebody make the party limit, or when he joins, we can just talk to him. But this is Tyler.
Ooh.
But the dream I want to relate is like the ghost thing. Like, have you guys ever had any like real life paranormal experiences?
I can't remember. I think I had a few, but I don't remember what they were. I remember the animation one.
This one actually happened like not long ago. Like, it genuinely concerned me because we were sitting in Spanish. It was like a couple months ago, and hold on, my game's lagging really bad. What the heck? Anyways, but we were sitting in Spanish like a couple months ago, and the like officer person at our school came in with this one girl, and they were asking if we had like heard any screams or anything. And I was like, what the heck? Like, if we heard a girl scream or something like that. But I was like, I don't even know what you're talking about, like. But they like, he came in and he was like, have you heard any screams? Like, did you hear anybody scream just now? And like, the teacher was like, no, and we were all like, no, like, what the heck? And they just kind of left, and then they started talking about how they think the school is haunted. And dude, I swear, whenever I walked out, I could have sworn I saw like a shadow or something move, but that could just be me being stupid after that happened. But yeah, it's pretty
Paranoia.
creepy. It's pretty creepy. I could have sworn I saw like a shadow move, and then I heard something. I'm pretty sure I heard a whisper, but I don't know. I could just be stupid.
School.
I don't know. There's a bunch of rumors that my school may be haunted too, but I've never seen any.
I've seen
anything
stuff on the internet
that-
about your school being haunted.
Yeah, like it's just because it was built on top of a grave, and also the guy who built it was buried on top of the school. That doesn't mean that it's haunted. Like I've been here for 3 years and I haven't seen anything that's like, you know, paranoia. Well, actually, I have seen quite a few lights flicker, but that's not anything ghost related. I think that it's just because they're really old. Like this school has been around for 10 years.
Yeah, but Keaton, what we were
Yeah.
doing is like we were taking one of the dreams we were talking about, and we were relating it to like real life experiences. So relate one of your dream stories to a real life experience.
Well, you know, I
If
have
you can, if you
one, I
can't.
think. I'm trying to
I
think
could
of
do
it.
one, but I'm not gonna say.
Well,
I
know
do
what that
have
is.
one, but it's kind of real.
well,
It's about that one where everyone was staring at me in the mall. I think I might know what inspired that.
all right. Well, let's explain.
All right,
got all the
this will
time in
give
the
Keaton
world.
time to think of his.
Yeah,
Well,
let me think.
I was, as a kid, I remember any time that my parents wouldn't be with me, it was like everyone was looking at me, and I don't know why. But like normally when I'm with my parents, everyone would be looking at my parents. But whenever I'm all by myself, people would just look at me, and I would try my best not to look back at them. And I
I
guess
know
that
what.
also inspired how I was animating that one day, and it felt like there was people watching me through the window, even though there wasn't. I don't know, it's crazy, and that might be what caused that dream to happen, where I walked into the mall and everyone was just staring me down.
All right. We could also end this off with like a real fact. Like, if you guys didn't know, like in dreams and stuff,
Mhm.
everybody in your dreams is someone you've seen in real life before. Is what
I did not know that.
studies say that every single person you've seen in your dreams is someone you've seen in real life at least once.
I never
So-
knew that either.
That's pretty crazy.
Oh, that's creepy. That means that everyone that I saw looking at me was someone who was actually staring at me in real life.
Well, no, it doesn't mean what they were doing in the dream is something they've done in real life. It just
Oh.
means like someone you've seen before. Like it could be a complete stranger you don't even know. That's where all these characters in your dreams come from.
Hmm.
But anyways, I think that's all we have for the podcast today. So I'm gonna end this off with a couple little business related things for the podcast, and so thank you,
Got
Jared.
any updates?
Thanks, Jared, Keaton, Tubby, and Garrett for joining us, and
Yeah.
Oh, you're welcome.
thanks for providing your stories. And I want to thank everybody who watches this playback because no one watched it live because we're lame, but still, doesn't matter. If you're watching the playback, smack that like button. And if you aren't watching the playback, why am I even saying this? Because you're not watching it. But anyways, this is something that I'm gonna probably try to do like every Saturday maybe, since Saturdays, weekends, everybody has time. Everybody has time to watch it. We have time to do it, so just every Saturday. If we don't do it every Saturday, we'll do it every other Saturday. But
Or it could be every
it's
Sunday.
just like, it's pretty fun, dude. But if you guys did enjoy this podcast type thing and you want to see more stuff like this, drop a like and make sure you comment down below what you want us to talk about. And we might just talk about it on the next podcast. So thank you guys so much for watching if you're watching the playback, and we'll see you guys later. Peace out. But peace out in a minute because the broadcast hasn't ended yet. Alright, peace out now.